YouTubers, and welcome to another episode of the vlogs. We've had first session, we've had a lovely warm up for the prep, for waking the body up, for the prep, for the Reading Head races this weekend. And like similar to the 2K and the 5K, having a little bit of prep, an idea of the rate, of the pace, of the feeling of what you will do for the race itself is always handy and really good to know, so you can really zone in on that plan that you want to perform on the day of racing. But right now, after the warm-up for the prep, for the pieces on today for Saturday, we've got the fuel up. And we've got some delicious breaded egg toast here. So let's get eating, oh yeah! And we've finished fueling up. We've got Ed, our bowman for the weekend. Ed, you ready?
I'm very ready. Just trying not to hit any bushes.
And Stanhope, our not stroke man this weekend. Oh yeah, we've got Robbie somewhere. But now it's time to get on the water and do that prep piece to prep for the weekend, because we're warmed up already. Oh yeah! And we've made it into the crew room to fuel up once more after some pieces. As you can tell, it wasn't in the fore with Edward in bow or Stanhope in not bow, but, and yes, it was. It was in the pair, because I went to turn the camera on the water, and I forgot to put the memory cards in. So still stands, is getting prepped in for the pieces this weekend, or a race this weekend at Reading. So it's a bit shorter than Reading Head with the bigger boats. It's a Reading small boats, so fours, pairs, singles. Are doubles racing this weekend? I think so, doubles racing. So small boats and getting in the prep is very important. So today we're seeing the speeds, seeing the rate, getting the feeling, getting the calls of the sort of start, all things we can work on to make the race day that bit more honed in and that bit more planned. But we're going to continue fueling up because remember, food is fuel, and then a little bit more on the prep for Reading Small Boats Head. Oh yeah. Yam, sit. Good boy. Lie down. Good boy. Who's a clever puppy? Oh. Oh wow. Yam? And we've made it back to the house. Yam is looking magnificent in the setting sun. As I've said in the last few vlogs, the days are getting shorter and shorter, unfortunately, but we left the club in a hurry to get Yam fed, walked, and ready to play, and we've been playing with him, but he's getting tired out. And as always, a little bit of variation, sometimes a little bit of rush can keep your motivation going. But we're talking about prep for not just Reading Small Boats Head this weekend for us, but also just different races. So like I said, spoke about the 2Ks, the 5Ks, the rates, the calls, etc. that you're used to, or you're trying to get used to in the prep so that you're ready to go for the races that you're doing. But there's a different feel for each prep for each piece of work that you're doing. So the race this weekend is about 3.5K, so you're going to be doing longer prep for that than you would for say a 2K or a shorter piece. Or if you're doing a longer piece, so say 8's Head is about 7K, but it does feel very much shorter because the stream is so fast and you're holding, I think it's sub 120 and an 8 to go there. So you adjust, maybe we should look at time instead, you adjust the prep for your, whether it's pieces on the erg or pieces on the water races, you adjust the prep for those specific pieces. And also, depending on when you do the prep can make the length a bit different. So a really good prep for a 2K row on the rowing machine is a 2K row on the rowing machine, but you don't want to prep. So say you've got this weekend, you have a 2K row planned, you don't want to go and do a flat out 2K row today. You could do one that's a couple of beats, maybe a 4 or 5 beats lower a couple of weeks before, and that gives you plenty of time to look at the mistakes or successes that happened on that day and apply them to the actual flat out 2K, while also being able to put in a good solid effort on that prep piece while not under or over doing it for the actual 2K and making sure you've got still a good fresh legs. But now we have reached the end of the video today. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of a change, trying something a little bit different this morning. And then we're playing with Yam here behind me as well. Oh yeah. But as always, Yam Squad, remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button. And only 2 more days until we get out on a course and race down it in anger. Oh yeah.